Hey everybody, welcome back to a new video. In today's video, we will be testing ZOUPW's new 350 watt solar panel. Now, I absolutely love the design of their solar panels. They use the TOPCon cells. They have these rigid frames, yet they are very lightweight because they don't use glass. They have a fiberglass backer, and then they have the ETFE coating on them. Now, I've tested the 450 watt panel and the bifold 180 watt panel. It's nice to see that they have a more affordable, smaller format version if you don't need the full 450 watts. Now, typically these solar panels are super easy to set up. They have magnets that kind of hold it together, so you just break it apart. And then there are 4 individual sections. So let's just set this up really quick. What I like to do is I like to open it up like this, just let it out so it's all equal. And then you take the kickstands and you bring up each kickstand, and then you just set it down on the kickstands. So just like that. And we are set up. Well, now that the solar panel is set up, let's take a closer look. We're going to start with the carrying case. Now, this is a padded carrying case. I love the quality on this. Now, it actually comes with these ground anchors so that if you're in the grass or a softer surface, you can anchor the solar panel down. It does come with an MC4 extension cable and also an adapter cable. Now, taking a closer look at the adapter cable here, we got 5521, XT60, Anderson power pole, 7909 for the older Jackery power stations, and 8020 for the newer Jackery power stations. And of course, you don't have to use this, you can just use MC4. Now, looking closer at the actual solar panel, it's a quad fold design, so each one of these panels are wired together in parallel. The solar cells are TOPCon solar cells, just like their other newer solar panels, and each of these panels are coated with a waterproof ETFE coating. You have 2 handles to carry it around, and because this has an aluminum frame and the corners are sharp, they include these bumpers to keep you from scratching things up. Now, if you look at the back, each one of the panels has its own kickstand, so that's nice. And then the solar panel has MC4 output. Now, here's the spec sheet for the solar panel. It's rated at 350 watts. If you look at the bottom, we have a voltage open circuit of 50.2 volts. And then at peak power, it's expected to make 43.2 volts and 8.1 amps. This is perfect for 60 volt power station charge controllers. So now that we've gone over the solar panel details, let's go ahead and plug it in and see how much power we get from it. Now, for the solar conditions today, it's a little bit breezy. It's an early fall day and it's around 85 degrees. Mostly clear skies, tested right at midday. So hopefully we get some decent power from the solar panel. Now, in order to test out the solar panel, we'll be using the Bluetti Elite 100 V2 power station. This has a 1000 watt solar charge controller, good for up to 60 volts and 20 amps. So well within spec for the solar panel. Now, as for the voltage open circuit, using my voltmeter, we're showing 47.9 volts. The solar panel has been sitting outside for about 20 minutes so far, so it's pretty warm. That's why we're seeing a lower VOC. Now, I've just connected the solar panel into the power station, and we are seeing 323 watts, which is a little bit above 92% of the rated output, so pretty decent for the solar conditions today. Now, we'd probably see a boost of 10 or 15 additional watts if we were able to angle the solar panel steeper because it's later in the year. The sun is much lower in the sky than it would be in the middle of summer. But these kickstands are designed to put out peak power in the middle of summer. So in the next test, I want to see how the panel performs in partial shading. I've set up this ladder where it's casting a shadow on 2 of these solar panels. Now, typically, these are all wired together in parallel, so if they are wired together in parallel, we'd see at least 50% of the output, or maybe a little bit more. So let's see how it performs with 2 of the panels shaded. So with the panel partially shaded, we're getting 182 watts charging. Now remember, we were getting 323 before, so half of that's 161, so we are getting a little bit higher than 50% of the rated output. So yes, partial shading is a thumbs up. Now, I did confirm with ZOUPW that this uses the new upgraded kickstands, so you shouldn't have to worry about them breaking. And at the time of filming this video, this solar panel is priced at $350, which is $1 per watt. Now, in previous years, portable panels were always super expensive. Some were even priced nearly $3 per watt. So it's good to see the prices coming down, but the ZOUPW panels are still cheaper than brand name solar panels, yet they put out more power and they have excellent build quality. Now, when ZOUPW offered to send me out one of these solar panels to test, I said, hey, can you send me 2 of them? Because I have viewers always ask, how easy is it to connect up 2 of these solar panels for your power station? So I have 2 of the 350 watt solar panels. I'm going to show you how easy it is to connect them together in parallel to plug into a 60 volt power station. Well, now that I have both of these solar panels set up, I'm going to walk you through wiring them together in parallel. So each of the solar panels are coming in, so one here, one here. These are the MC4 extension cables. Now to wire them together in parallel, you're going to need branch connectors or parallel connectors, and that's what these are here. They usually come in pairs. I'll include a link to these down in the video description. Basically what you're going to do is you're going to connect both the positives into the positive adapter. Then you're going to take both the negatives and connect it into the negative adapter. What this does is it combines both the solar panels together, positive to positive, negative to negative. So what happens is the voltage stays the same and the amperage doubles. And so you can get double the power without going over the 60 volt limit of your power station. So this is what it looks like when you have the solar panels wired together in parallel using the branch connectors. You can see both the positives go in, both the negatives go in, and it combines them together so you only get one output. And then you simply attach the solar adapter cable so you can connect to your power station. Now with the solar panels combined in parallel, I plugged them into the power station, and you can see now we are getting the combined output of both panels. So 626 watts charging input. So you guys can see it's super easy to wire solar panels together in parallel. All you need is that branch connector set and they connect right up. I love that these solar panels come with the extension cables and also the adapter cables, so it's just plug and play with the power station. And the benefit to parallel is that you get really good shading performance. So if you have shade on any one of these panels, all the panels work together and they produce the power output. So that's the benefit. Some of you may be wondering, well, why didn't you connect these together in series? Well, you can't connect these two solar panels together in series for a 60 volt charge controller because it'll go over that voltage and damage the power station. So you always want to make sure you're never going over that voltage, and so you'll have to wire these two together in parallel to work on a 60 volt charge controller. Now I think it's important for me to mention that there are many different types of solar panels and different use cases. I always have people during my portable solar panel videos say, hey, you can buy a 400 watt solar panel for super cheap. Yes, I have 400 watt solar panels that I use every single day. And if you're going to have a solar panel out every single day, I definitely recommend using a glass rigid solar panel. They are super heavy, they're hard to move around, they don't fold up, so they have their own use case. These are perfect to be stationary in your yard. But if you're going camping or if you want to store these and pull them out for emergencies, that's where the lightweight portability comes into factor. So use cases for every type of solar panel, these portable panels definitely have their own use case. So after all the testing today with the ZOUPW 350 watt panel, we saw really good performance, and I really like the build quality on these solar panels, just like their 450 watt and their 180 watt solar panel. So if you're looking for a solar panel that's priced well and puts out really good power, you'll definitely want to check out the ZOUPW solar panel series. Now, a special thanks to ZOUPW for sending out these solar panels today for the testing video. If you guys are interested in picking these up, I'll have a link to them down in the video description. Thanks for watching. We'll see you guys in the next video.